I know. Well, can somebody even buy a house in this current market?
So the answer is yes, you can. And typically, so right now we're in a seller's market. We've been in a seller's market for a couple of years. And it's been a situation where sellers can pretty much kind of ask whatever price they want and they were getting it. We're coming out of that. We're coming more into a normalized market, which is great. And there are I have closed several houses this year. I mean, I've already done, it's May, and I have closed 17 transactions far this year. So yes, people are buying houses.
Yeah.
Yes. It's all about being strategic in your offer and making sure that it makes sense for you down the road. You don't want to pay $20,000 over list for a price that you don't absolutely love just because you need to get somewhere.
Right.
If you have to rent for a while, that's 100% okay.
Yeah.
There are a ton of options. So the short answer is yes. The longer answer involves being very strategic about your offers, finding out what your buying power is, and then how do you increase that. So are you able to offer additional money at closing for an appraisal gap? Like if a house appraises under what you've said you pay for it. Are you able to be flexible on your closing date? Are you able to pay for any of the closing costs for the seller? There are ways to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those, people who tend to believe in if it's meant to be your house, it will be your house.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hurt to like throw what you can at it if it really feels like that's the one.
If you love it. I've moved enough. I've owned 7 houses in my lifetime.
Yep.
That I knew immediately when I walked in a house if it was for me or not.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Oh yeah. Most people know. I want to say it was a statistic that people know within 15 seconds if a house is not for them. Yeah. Within 15 seconds. And usually by the end of it, they know one way or the other, but it's usually a very quick gut feeling that you get.
And so I've been hearing from some of my clients that they kind of want to dip their toe into looking and stuff. And I find myself, I've been telling them, if you find something you like, you better be prepared to buy. Like have your checkbook out and make a great offer, because it really doesn't do any good to just kind of see what's out there. And what if you do like something right away and you're not ready to buy? It's not going to be on the market.
No, I definitely tell people, listen, if you're even remotely interested, contact a lender and get a pre-approval. Find out what your budget is. Find out, and then not just from I can spend up to $300,000. That means I'm going to pay X amount in mortgage every month. Can I actually afford that? Yeah. Like, have those conversations now, because if the dream house pops up on Zillow tomorrow, which is a Saturday, a lot of lenders don't do pre-approvals over the weekend, which means you have to wait till Monday, Tuesday. Chances are, if it's an amazing house, it's completely updated, has everything you want, it could be gone. So, yes, you can buy a house. Talk to a realtor as quickly as possible. Get the information that you need. Get your pre-approval, and go from there. And don't assume one way or the other. Be like, I know I can buy a house, so I'm not going to worry about the pre-approval until I actually find the house. No. Go.
You won't have time.
Go do it. Go do it. And if you think there's no way I can buy a house right now, go and talk to an agent. Have them work with a lender and see what your options are. Because it could be that you either could and you didn't realize it, or B, it's a situation where, hey, if you do these 3 things and you save up this amount of money, you'll be able to buy in 6 months. Yeah. Which is huge.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
I always talk about fear, which is a large part of what people experience when they're going through divorce.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's really just unanswered questions.
Yes.
That's really all fear is, because it's the unknown, right? We fear the unknown, because you can't do anything with the unknown.
Yeah.
You can't do anything with the unknown. So the more that you can pinpoint what your questions actually are, like what's that fear coming from, and get your answers, you'll feel so much better.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Even if the answer is like, okay, I can't afford that level of a house, but I can look at these, and these are just as cute, maybe even better, because maybe I don't want to have 4 bathrooms I have to clean now. You can always look for the positive, because there always is something good to be grateful for.
There is. Yeah. Find the positive and check in with your gut. Like, trust your gut.
Trust your gut.
There's something inside of you that will tell you what direction you want to go.
Yeah. And I think that's really true too. Like, if you walk in a house and on the outside everything is perfect, you walk in and something doesn't feel right, please listen to that voice.
Yes.
Because, our subconscious picks up on things that, we're not consciously processing, that we can't say, well, I feel funny about this, but I can't tell you why.
Yes.
And then I've known so many people that have overridden that feeling, and then they find out the problems later.
Yes.
Major problems. And if they had just listened to that little voice, no matter how much you want that
oh my
house,
gosh, yeah.
You need to trust yourself and be able to back out and say, I trust myself that something is not right here.
Yeah, we're not buying a sweater. Yeah. Right? This is a house. This is a major investment. This is where you're going to be spending your time outside of work. And for a lot of us, while we're working, like some of us spend 24/7 in our houses. But I always tell my clients, if it's not a heck yes, it's a no.
It's a, yeah. Yep.
Don't bid on a house just because, well, it's okay. No, don't do that.
Don't do that. It's too much at stake.
No.
Too much at stake.
Only if it's a heck yes.
Yeah.
Then you